It's Sunday the 13th of September. I've got one job today. This is the entrance to my plot and it's a bit rickety, and to get the barrow down it's also a bit troublesome. And anyone who comes to visit, they kind of stumble down. So what I want to do is just make it into better steps. Now I've got some stones from various walls that have been put in, and some of them are holding down the black plastic. Get my wellies on. I've never built a wall or steps, so I'm going to find out as I go along. It could be terrible, I might have to redo it, but you know, it's all learning, it's all good. As for the rest of the plot, on the plastic, I'm getting close to picking these. Give them a tug, they're not quite ready yet, hopefully soon. I quite like how it's still brown, you can see it's agricultural. Although most of the stuff has gone. It's quite empty. Actually, something's been ripping up the plastic sheeting. Can you see? Maybe it's the badgers. I can't see any paw prints. So what have we got left in terms of crops? Leeks. A couple of Japanese spring onions. The collies, the slugs have had them, they can eat those. Watercress, tons and tons of watercress at the back. And the tomatoes, if and when they ripen, I might have to bring them indoors. And when I do have a few more beetroots, which have been knocked over. But it's sort of slowly winding down, which is quite nice. Oh yeah, and the chilies. In there. Wellies on, shovel out, gloves on. Back-breaking work, let's move some rocks. Right, so this is the before shot. Muddy path, you can see where some stones were for steps. I hope that's going to look a lot better in a minute. Well, maybe a minute, a couple of hours. We'll give it a go. Right, remove the current rocks. Dig it down a bit, try and replace it with this wheelbarrow of stuff I got from over there. About 40 minutes in, digging down, I'm finding lots of good stones under here. Look at this, nicely faced rock. You can see the grooves in there. Tarred and feathered rock, I learnt that from history class. Well done, Mr. Edwards. Tarred and feathered rock. So we've got some good big piece of stone that was just buried under soil, and it's very rooty indeed. These are going to be difficult to get out. I want to bring the level down a bit so I can level things off, set a new base, get these big stones back in. It's hot work, so it's break time now. I don't think I've done a root of my problems joke yet on all these videos, but this is the root of my problem. Part of the root of the problem. This tree here has been sending out this root here. Obviously we made this soil dry and dusty, but it's also pushing up new growth underneath the old path, which is going to be a problem if I lay my new path and it starts coming up again. So I'm going to have to take this root out, which, as everyone knows, is hard work. That's quite a root. That's the slope cleared. Now the next bit I'm not sure about. I did Google it, I did go on YouTube about how to lay stone steps. I think it's going to be learning on the job. What I want to do is put this big impressive slab as a threshold and then see how we go from there. It looks like there are two slopes here. There's a steep slope and a more gradual slope. So what I'm going to try and do just today is put in some steps for the steep bit. We'll see how we get on. It might not work, I might have to go back, but it's all about learning, isn't it? Learning and changing and things. You don't become an instant expert. That's why we practice. Wish me luck. Now I know it's not quite time team, but wherever I dig I find bits of pottery or bits of roof. I'm not sure what that one is. glazed tile. You see the sheen on that. And who knows, it could be Samian ware. It looks a bit rough. Focusing on that. There's a bit of an edge to it there. Obviously I'm in Roman Bath, so the Roman stuff's all over there. This, I don't know, it could be marble? Not sure. Could be from any age really. It's hard to tell. No coins yet, no treasure. What else? Bits of flint. Don't get much flint round here. That's quite a nice piece. I'm not too pleased with my steps. I made a first one. It looks a bit unsafe. I can't get slabs to go all the way across, so I found two bits to go together. I'm not sure whether to continue in this endeavour or just try and make a slope and tilt them. I'm sure it'll be much easier. So I'm going to have a drink of water, have a think. It may look alright in the video, but it's not particularly stable. Not sure whether to admit defeat. It's okay for here. I've got good, good stone here, but then it starts to go very steep, and I haven't got big enough stones. I might have to deconstruct it today because it's not safe. If anyone comes in here and trips over, I'll be in trouble. That's what it looks like from the top. It's not terrible, but it's pretty bad. I've got a feeling I might go for a gradual slope eventually, because making stone steps out of stones that are quite big or too small is really hard. But at least, I've made a start. There's more impetus to finish it now, isn't it? We take this to pieces, move it to one side, take some photos with the camera here, have a think tonight. That's enough toil for 1 week. I'll see you next week when I hope to have something more successful.